Eric, does this feel this way you guys came back in that third period? Does this tie feel like a win for you guys?
I mean, it's nice to be able to get that tie. I mean, being able to come back and having resiliency. I mean, I think our group's been able to do that, especially over the past few weekend series. But yeah, I just again, I was a little disappointed just how many grade A chances we gave up tonight. I mean, Gravco had to be phenomenal for us to not have it completely be out of reach. But again, the third period was great for us. I thought we played really hard. I thought we played well. And again, just to be able to get a tie against a really good hockey team on the road is it's a good first step, and now we got to be better tomorrow.
I mean, I saw some signs in that late first period. You guys in the last 2 minutes had control of that, and you get down 3-0 in the second period, but it didn't seem to phase you guys. And the way you held Union to 2 shots on goal in the third period, and just in the zone and getting 2 extra attacker goals. I mean, how proud of you of the way these guys came back and fought.
Really proud, yeah, really proud of the group. And again, it's just the leadership, it's just the bench. Like the bench never got down. The guys did a good job of being able to rally and just try to get that next shot, that next play, that next goal, that next shift, and they did a really nice job. Proud of the group to be able to battle back and get the tie. But again, we got some areas we got to clean up, so we got to be better tomorrow.
Well, it's your second consecutive 3-3 tie here on the, against the ECAC hockey team. So, I mean, how do you feel about that? I mean, just 2-0-1 right, 2-1-0-2 right now on the trip.
Yeah, no, so far so good. That's what we talked about briefly. It's like, really this last game tomorrow is going to make or break the trip, right? All of a sudden you could be 500, you feel okay about it, but you win that next game or be able to at least force it into overtime. You're going to feel really good about the trip and the road trip as a whole.
How important was it for your team even when you got down 3-0, not to panic and not just stay with the process and just battle the way you guys did?
Yeah, I mean, it was nice. Honestly, it felt good that we had some more urgency. I didn't feel like we had that in the first bit of the game. It's just, some of the mental lapses that we had were just, it just can't happen. And again, fortunately for us, Gravco was able to bail us out and just keep the game with somewhat in reach. And, we were fortunate. We got some bounces and the guys kept working and ended up being a tie hockey game.
Why are we doing shootouts in a non-conference game?
I don't know. It's for the fans. That's probably it. So I don't know if the fans get to leave happy after a shootout win.
But it doesn't do anything. I mean, there's no conference points at stake. I mean, it doesn't really make a whole hell lot of sense to. I mean, you may risk an injury of a goaltender.
Yeah, that's true. I just think it's trying to simulate as much as we can with the NHL and what they're doing at that level. And again, it's when you're on the winning side, the guys still feel like it's a win. When our guys heads down after the game, they felt like they lost. So again, it's interesting. It counts in tie in the pairwise. It counts in tie for everything. But again, out at non-conference stuff, it still feels like a win or a loss when you win the shootout.
Let me ask you: the news came out Thursday about the NCAA allowing Canadian Hockey League. What are your thoughts about that? Yeah, do you think it's good for you guys or not?
I mean, for us personally, I think it's good. The Western Hockey League is an area that's in our backyard. I mean, we're the closest. Us in Anchorage and maybe Denver is probably the closest teams into that area. So for us, we feel like it's an area where we could hopefully do well. And then I think there's still going to be a lot of good players that are maybe being overlooked at this time in different junior leagues in the North American League or BC Alberta that hopefully we can take advantage of as well. But since I've been a head coach, it seems like every year the rules are changing in terms of what how we need to build teams and what we need to do to become successful.
You're not surprised by the decision by the NCAA?
No, not at all. They don't want to deal with those lawsuits.